Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to go ahead and put the spotlight on this Goten right here, the trio of the family Kamehameha units. Now I kind of want to see like how strong he'll be able to be, like how much he'll be able to hold up on his own. Here's why the Goten, more so than Goku and Gohan, I think is going to be like very, very good moving forward, is because he could serve as like a very good key battery for some LRs, like for example right here, LR Gohan. With LR Gohan, like, okay, so Goten was able to change some of these key spheres right here so that LR Gohan will be able to absolutely obliterate Super Saiyan 4 Goku here. Now what I want to do is I want to get Goten and Gohan together on a rotation. They work very well alongside each other. They activate all of each other's links. So with the two of them together and then maybe the Super Saiyan 2 adult Gohan on rotation, we'll be able to see kind of their max or full potential. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for right here. You know, this will be a good way for us to see like how strong Gohan will be like compared to how we looked at him earlier to like right here with some of these units. So let's have him take out this Goku. We'll keep the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on rotation there. Yeah. That way, next time when Goten comes back around, that'll be the full rotation we have. Let's see how much Gohan will take from this. Okay, so 69k, that's a sizable amount even with Super Saiyan 2 physical adult Goten around. Remember, he does raise allies' attack and defense by 35%. Very good. Both him and God of Destruction Topo have that 35% attack and defensive buff, which is pretty sizable nowadays. You know, it's certainly good. So Vegeta managed to survive, so we'll have LR Gohan and Trunks go ahead and finish our boy off. I figured, like, you know, just to kind of move briskly through the boss rush, we'll have our LR rotation. You know, it's been a while since I've really been able to play around with the Hybrid Saiyan team. Right now, there still are quite a few Ultimate Gohans around. Not only because Broly's Extreme Z Awakening event is up, but I think also because, you know, people want to test out the Goten or the Gohan now that their Extreme Z Awakening is actually here. So I do think, you know, for a couple more days, Ultimate Gohan will be easy to find. But after that, we're probably going to move more towards Gohan being, like, pretty hard to find. And the Hybrid Saiyan team not being a team you could run that often. So let's see how like, well Goten will be able to defend against Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. One of the big things I like that they did with him was they gave him that defensive buff. He gets a defensive buff of 70%. So yeah, look at that. He only took double-digit damage from Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta here, and then he did 285k. That's pretty good. And obviously that's with like all of his links active. Ooh, Gohan up to 1.6. And then he crit for 1.2 million. That is very, very good. Obviously, physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, like, that's the best rotation we could get with the two family Kamehameha units, really, on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Another unit I would have liked to have used on the team, but we're actually not able to use, is actually the High School Gohan. You can't use High School Gohan because he is technically like an adult Super Saiyan, just like the family Kamehameha one. So that is a shame. Like, here's where I really wish I had the AGL World Tournament Reward Gohan, the one from the Broly movie, because he would actually be pretty good on this team, you know, giving key as well as some stat buff bonuses. Now, again, let's see how much damage Goten will take here. This time, like, you know, going up against the Dokkan Awakened version of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and we'll get lots of orbs, so we'll be able to heal up very nicely. So Goten will take, wow, still 100 damage. That's him at like what, 3% in the dupe system? Goten is going to be a monster. Already, definitely, 100%, I'm going to go ahead and like Rainbow Star that Goten. An orb changer like that powerful will be very, very useful to have around. Especially like on Super SCR, which sometimes can have, you know, a little bit of key issues. I think he could be very, very valuable to have on that team. Is this who's getting hit? Is this Ultimate Gohan or yeah, Ultimate Gohan? Okay, Ultimate Gohan will be fine from Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. All right, and we will have LR Gohan and LR Trunks go ahead and finish this bad boy off, and then we'll move on to the next fight, which is what, Omega Shenron, I believe. We'll probably just do the Omega Shenron fight and the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta fight. I think that probably would be sufficient in showing like how useful the family Kamehameha units are, like, you know, alongside each other. Damn, LR Gohan, like 3.2 million attack. Like if LR Gohan was on an attack 170% lead, like how much of a nightmare unit would he be? Like the amount of damage he'd be able to do, like LR Gohan is still just a damn good unit. Alright though, before we do another turn, let's go ahead and break down the Goten, and I'll explain like why I'm such a big fan of this guy. So this right here, this is Furious Kamehameha Super Saiyan Goten Kid. His leader skill used to be attack 7% for every key sphere obtained. Now it's attack and defense 15% for every key sphere obtained. So that's a pretty interesting nuking leader skill for those that enjoy nuking. His super attack is the family Kamehameha, which does supreme damage to the enemy. And now it's supreme damage to the enemy, and he gets a defensive buff of 30% for 3 turns, which is nice. So, that further will enforce like what I was talking about of like he is kind of going to be in like a support role of orb changing, but like now his defense is going to be so high that he's not going to be a liability there. Usually that's the one thing about support units is, they'll make all your other units stronger, but they're not going to have high attack or defensive, like they're not going to have high defensive stats, right? So they'll get pummeled by the bosses. But this Goten, that will not happen with him. Now his passive skill is Flooding Memories. It used to be Disable Rampage and change physical key spheres to rainbow key spheres, and then attack 30%. Now it's Disable Rampage, change physical key spheres to rainbow key spheres, and attack and defensive buff of 70%, which is very, very sizable. His links are Blazing Battle, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, and Shatting Limit. His self-key multiplier is 135%, which is the same as all of these Extreme Z Awakening units. And then, of course, he does have the 2 categories. The Hybrid Saiyan category team, which definitely will be the best place for him, because his orb changing is very valuable for all the LRs on the team. And then, of course, he's also in the Majin Buu Saga category, which actually, I think he would be a pretty solid unit on that Majin Buu category team as well. Okay, yeah. Just because, like, all the LRs, like orb changers are so useful when, like, you're pairing them up with LRs. We're talking about, like, LRs. Like, they make the LRs just hit, like get those 18 key supers and hit a lot harder. Okay, so Goten took about 39k there, and then 7,000. I believe Sin does lower defense on super, so after he supered, Goten would have taken more damage. And then Gohan here at 1.2 million, not bad, and then crit for 1.1, and then of course after he supers, he's not going to take damage. Alright, so I'm very, very pleasantly surprised with what Akatsuki has done with these Extreme Z Awakening units. Like, they're continually making these guys, like, very, very useful. Like, in particular, like, this is something for, like, free-to-play players. Like, all of these old, bad units becoming good the way they are, it's just nothing but a benefit for the game. Because now, it's like, let's say you pull Champa, like, oh, Champa sucks, but, we never know, like, he can get a Dokkan Awakening, he can get an Extreme Z Awakening, like, he could become a monster of a unit down the line now. Like, so things like that are very, very good. Now that I think about it, Champa is not on the Universal Survival Arc category, huh? Actually, none of the Beeruses are either, now that I really think about it. That actually just occurred to me, and none of the Whis are there. So none of the Whis, Beeruses, or Champas are on the Universal Survival Arc category. Whoa! LR Trunks with a 4.5 million crit. Chill, bro. We're not trying to have you steal the show, motherfucker. Oh, okay. So Omega's doing this, huh? Where he's locking rotations down. Well, no. No. That's not what you're doing. I could, like, have Gohan completely tank all that damage, but I do want to see how much damage Goten would take from Omega here. Now, Omega is a very, very hard-hitting boss. 1.6 million from Gohan, by the way. Yeah, that's... Gohan hits very hard. He's going to be really, really useful in Broly's Extreme Z Awakening event. Like, if anyone on Global or JP was on... Look at the Gohan, Goten completely tanking, by the way. But if anyone was not able to, finish that Broly event, like, once this Gohan gets his Extreme Z Awakening, like, that shit gets way, way easier. Alright, so we'll go ahead and have Ultimate Gohan finish this. And Omega. Omega, the thing about Omega is not only does he have this ability which locks units in place, but I've noticed that he activates that shit every single turn. Like, that's another thing that makes him so annoying. Like, destroying your rotations. Like, hello, Omega, I'm trying to make, you know, the family Kamehameha units look good here, my boy. And you're not really letting me do that. And I'm not a fucking fan of that, Omega. Actually, we're going to be totally fine right here, though. So, Goten, like, you know, what percent in the dupe system is my Goten? 3% in the dupe system. So, Goten is 3% in the dupe system, and he was completely able to tank Omega Shenron. Like, he's really good. Goten is really good, and, like, you could use him on so many different teams. Like, I can't wait to finish this event just so I can go ahead and rainbow this fucker and run him on teams. Really looking forward to that. We'll go ahead and finish off Omega here. Oh, okay. Gohan got the double super. Yeah, looking at it too, I am positive that adult Gohan looks like he raises attack on super. I don't think he greatly raises attack on super. I think there was a bit of a mistranslation the first night that we actually got the statistics for that Gohan. And it certainly does appear as though it's just raises attack. Because if he greatly raised his attack on super, like, that second super attack would hit, like, so insanely hard. But it was only just, like, a moderate buff, right? So, that's interesting. Damn, as much as I'd love to keep all these orbs for LR Trunks at the end, well, we're going to be able to get a lot of physical orbs right there. So, LR Trunks or Ultimate Gohan, one of the two, will be able to finish this fight off. This Gohan right here, by the way, this Super Saiyan 2 adult Gohan, that's another Gohan who I was thinking about maybe putting orbs into, or, like, getting him the SA-10, because, like, you know, he is going to be very useful in many situations. You know, he is good on a couple categories, but, alright, guys, I figure we'll go ahead and end this here. The Goten, the Gohan, and the Goku are all quite good. I would say the Goten is the best, because, you know, if you look at him more as, like, a support type unit, being that he's an orb changer, and then just, like, you know, secondary, he's going to get that attack and defense 70%. That's very good. Gohan's probably number 2, and then I think Goku is 3? But, like, Goku is still, I don't know, maybe Goku is 2. It's hard to determine, because Goku, he does give himself 3 ki, whereas Gohan, like, is going to struggle super attacking on most teams. So, we'll see. Definitely going to 100% the Goten. Still not sure on the Goku yet. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.